Hi guys, today we'll be doing Sec 3 A Math paper. Really excited because I like A Math more than E Math because it's so more straightforward, no more storytelling stuff. So it's exciting. Long time I haven't done an A Math paper. I'm gonna do it without a break. So check it out and hope you enjoy. Okay, this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna have the questions on the left hand side and the answers and the working I'll be doing on the right hand side. After each question, I'll circle them, shrink it, and I'll keep it there. And the answers, just the answers, I'll keep it beside the question so that we can easily check it after the exam, after the paper. And if there's any mistake, we can look at the answer, the working I've done. Okay, so let's start. All right, first question. The length and width of a rectangular fish tank is that and that. Given that the volume is 5, express the height in the form of that and that. So we have to find the area, the base area, which is this times this, which is square root 2 plus 1 times 5 minus square root 8. You see, square root 8 can be changed into something of square root 2. It's actually 2 square root 2 because it's like square root 8 is 4 times 2, so it's going to be square root 2. Yeah, so it's going to be 2 plus square root 2 plus 1 times 5 minus 2 square root 2, and then you expand it, it's going to be 5 square root 2, and then minus 4, and then plus 1 5 minus 2 square root 2, and then in total you get 3 square root 2 plus 1. So this is the area. Once you have the area, we can find the height by dividing the volume by the area, right? So height is equal to volume, which is 5 over 3 square root 2 plus 1. And I'm pretty sure they want us to rationalize because you want to get the numerator. You want to get in a single line, the third. So it's times the top and bottom by 3 square root 2 minus 1, so that the bottom will be like, it's like a plus b times a minus b, so that if you expand it out, you're going to get a square minus b square. So it's going to be 9 times 2, 18 minus 1. It's going to be 5, 3 square root 2 minus 1 over 17. Okay, so it's going to be 5 times 3 is going to be 15, 15 over 17. 15 over 17 square root 2 minus 5 over 17. So this is A and that is B. Okay, good. So, okay, let's do this. So it's going to be 15 over 17 and 15 over 17. Yeah, both of them 15 over 17. And the other one is negative 15 over 17. Wait, am I right? Oh, it's negative 5 over 17. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me pause. Yeah, it's negative 5 over 17. Okay. Next one. Sketch these graphs. On the same diagram, sketch the graph of y square equal to 4x and y is equal to x to the power of 3 over 2. And then find the x coordinate of the point of intersection. A lot of things for 5 marks. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's draw a sketch for a graph. So y square, the way I like to do it is like when x is 0, what's going to be y? Y is going to be 0, so it's going to be here. It starts from here. So as x increases, y doesn't increase as much because if you have like huge number of x, the y will be like this, about square root of that number. So it's going to be like this. Oops. It's going to be like this. Okay, and then the thing is, y can be positive or negative, that will give back the same x. So it's going to be like this also. There's like U shape but this way, like a Pac-Man kind of thing. Okay, so this is y square is equal to 4x. Okay, then y is equal to x to the power of 3 or 2, which is 1.5, which is more than 1. Whenever it's more than 1, it's it's increasing at a fast rate. So how will we do it? I will think that it's something like this. Or yeah, at the same logic I'll use. When x is 0 is 0, so it's going to be here. And then as it increases, uh, for every small x, the y will increase by a larger amount. So it's going to be like this, like this. So it's going to be U-shaped like this. And when x is negative, we can't have a negative value, right? Because this is like square root x times x. That's because it's, yeah, and we can't have a negative value for that. So therefore we won't have any negative value. So these are the two intercepts that we have. Find the x coordinate of the intercepts. So we know 0 is one of them. Well, to find the x coordinate, we just have to equate them. 4x is equal to this y square, so it's going to be x 3 over 2 square. So it's going to be 4x is equal to x to the power of 3. Okay, now move everything to one side. Minus 4x is equal to 0. And then we have x square minus 4 equal to 0. Oh, something's weird. Okay. Oh, okay, never mind. X is greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so x is 0 or x square is 4. So x is plus or minus 2. But since it's more than or equal to 0, so we have two answers. X is equal to 2 or x is equal to 0. So those are two answers. Okay, 0 and 2. Okay, so I guess this one I will circle again. Okay. Oopsie. Okay, every time I'm gonna pause. Okay, let's continue. The roots of the equation 2x squared minus 4x plus 7 is equal to 0 are alpha and beta. So we know some norm of roots and product of roots from there. And then find the value of the product. I will just expand it out. First I think whenever you're given the equation, it's a smart idea to find what is alpha plus beta and alpha beta. Alpha plus beta is going to be negative, negative 4, it's going to be 4 over 2. So it's 2. Alpha beta is equal to 7 over 2. So it's 3.5, but yeah, 7 over 2 is fine. Then we'll expand this thing. Alpha plus 1 times beta plus 1 is going to be alpha beta minus alpha minus, plus alpha plus beta plus 1. So we have the product and the sum and then 1. So it's like 3.5 plus 2 plus 1. 3.5 plus 2 plus 1, which is going to be 6.5. Okay, alpha cube plus beta cube. For this I should make a video of the proof, the way I remember this thing. It's like a visual way of remembering it, where it comes from. Like it's like sort of like a proof also. So I should make a video on that. But anyways, for this purposes, alpha cube plus beta cube is equal to alpha plus beta times alpha square plus beta square minus alpha beta. But then we know this thing. That is going to be, like, I know the answer, but like I'm thinking, can we use part A to do this? Because generally when they give a part A, it's linked to part B, because like, it's just 2 marks and this is a lot more work. But let's just do it. Okay, anyways, what is alpha square plus beta square? Alpha square plus beta square is equals to alpha plus beta whole thing square minus 2 alpha beta, but then there's a minus alpha beta, so we're going minus 3 alpha beta. Okay, and then we're done. We just sub in the values. So it's going to be 2 times 2 square minus 3 times 2.5. 3 times 3.5. So let me put this in the calculator. It's minus. So it's negative 13. Oh, okay. That's nice. Now I think the part 2 is going to use this. But okay, let's try. I hope it's not too messy for you guys. Okay. First we want to find alpha beta. I mean, sum of roots and product of roots, right? So sum of roots, I think product of roots will be easier to find. Let's do the easy ones first. So product, we just need to multiply everything together. See, now the part A gets useful. So alpha beta square is going to be 3.5 square. And then this thing is just 6.5. So let's see. So 6.5. I'm getting like, okay, let me change the fraction. Math fraction. 49 over 26. Then let's try the sum of roots. A 4 plus 1. Okay, so the sum, it's going to be alpha square times alpha plus 1. Then it's going to be beta square times beta plus 1. And then you're going to have alpha, the same thing, beta plus 1 times alpha plus 1. But this one, we know the answer for at the bottom. It's going to be 6.5. At the top, we're going to have a cube plus alpha plus b cube plus beta. So we have, yeah, we have the sum and the sum of cubes, right? Okay, so it's going to be sum of cubes is negative 13. And then sum of that, just sum of roots is alpha plus beta is going to be 2. And then over 6.5. So this is going to be fine. It's going to be negative 22 over 13. So, almost done. We're going to have the quadratic equation is going to be x squared. So minus of this, right? Which is going to be just 22 over 13 plus 22 over 13 x, and then plus 49 over 26 equal to 0. It's all weird numbers, so I'm not sure if I might have made a mistake somewhere, but it seems right as well now. So let me just clear everything. Okay, now for the next question. Question number 4. The polynomial fx has a degree 4, so it's x to the power 4 somewhere, and the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 2. Okay, the roots of fx is equal to 0 or 1, negative, and a repeated root k. So that's, yeah, 4 roots, okay? Fx has a remainder of 32 when divided by x minus 2. Okay, cool. Find the value of k. Let's use the first information. Try to use first information. Okay, so we know, wait, sorry. Fx is equal to x minus 1, x plus 2, and then x minus k square. So this is from the information they've given us. And then we know that if it sub x equal to 2 inside, we're going to get a remainder. So f of 2 is going to be 2 minus 1, and then 2 plus 2, and then 2 minus k square is going to be 32. So 32 is going to be, this is 1, this is 4, so 4 times of 2 minus k square, which is going to be 4 minus 8, oh wait, 2 times 2, 4, what's that? So sorry, 4 minus 4k plus k square. And I guess we can divide by 2 and 4 and get 8. 4 minus 4k plus k square. And then we're going to have k square minus 4k minus 4 is equal to 0. Great. This is just going to be k minus, oops, okay, maybe not. Let's just try this thing. K square negative 4 negative 4k. negative 2, yeah. Yeah, negative 2. Oh, yeah, of course. Okay. So k minus 2. Wait, what? That doesn't make sense. Something is wrong. I've done something wrong. Oh, correct till now. I check this line is perfect. This line is perfect. And then what? Divide by 4, you're gonna 8. 4 minus, yeah. Yeah, moving it, yeah, you're gonna be negative 4. It just all seems correct. Find the value of k. What is the value of k? Let me try again. X minus 1, then x plus 2, yeah. And then repeat it to k minus x minus k squared. When it's divided by x plus 2, x minus 2, so it's gonna be, you sub in 2, you're gonna get 32 as the answer. Uh, 1, 4, and then 2 minus k square. It all seems correct. Okay, let's assume it's correct. Then move on. It's going to be, oh, wait, no. Yeah, divide by 4 to both sides. You're gonna get 8. Yeah, and then yeah, it seems correct. Not sure why it's wrong. Find the value of k. Find the value of k. Oh. Okay, they gave another information, remember? They said the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 2. So, ah, right. So we do something like this. Okay, this is nice. Good. I've made a mistake. I'm gonna change this. I'll try a different method. This is a good question. So let's do this. We know that fx will have, okay, I've done something else, but never mind. Fx could have been, has the factor x minus 1, has the factor x plus 2, but it also has another factor, something, ax plus something, ak. Oh, wait. Interesting question. Can you think a bit? Let's try to just write down the thing. 2x to the power 4. I'm not sure. We're not even supposed to find the fx expression. Wow. Okay, that's another clue. We're not supposed to find fx. Yeah, if you have k, it will be easy to find. So I'm doing like reverse the thing. So it's like, that's bad. Let's try something else. The remainder of 32 when divided by x minus 2. Find the value of k. I'm actually unsure of how to do this thing. Like I need to think again. So maybe in exam I'll skip this question. I'll go to other questions first and then come back. Partial fractions. Okay, should be a standard question. The denominator can be factorized into x squared, then x squared plus 1. Okay, and then it can't be further factorized. So we will be trying to. So we're gonna have like we're gonna try to split it up, right? Yeah. So this is actually really interesting because there's like all the three possible things are here. Like let me show you what I mean. It's gonna be over x plus over x squared plus over x squared plus 1. Like this is a, and then b, and then cx plus d. So there's a lot of things that's happening here. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of hard. Okay, then we would go about, I'll write it down, 4x cubed plus 5x minus 2. Okay, so I guess I will do the cover up method. Maybe I'll make a video of cover up method too. But okay, the idea of cover up method is that I got times both sides. Oops. I got times both sides by x squared. So that will mean this will be gone, and so this will be gone, and this is gone, but that will be x here, and that will be x squared here. And then I'll sub, um, x is equal to 0. Then what's going to happen? This first number will be gone, and then the second number will be there, but this one will be gone also because x squared will be 0. For this one, okay, since I've cancelled it, so they just cancelled, and we just have left over with this. So we need to sub x equal to 0 here. So it's going to be negative 2 over 1. So that means b is equal to negative 2. Okay, I hope you guys got the logic. Okay, now b is equal to negative 2, yeah. Okay, now what do we do? I guess we could, yeah, we can't do anything. Okay, we have to expand it now. So let's do that. We have to make everything the common denominator. So I'll times everything by, okay, it's gonna be a x times x squared plus 1. Then b is gonna be, we have times it by x squared plus 1, and then the cx plus d, I have to times it by x squared. So the denominator will be x squared times x squared plus 1, which is gonna be equal to 4x cubed plus 5x minus 2. Okay, so we know this is gonna be negative 2. Okay, so I guess we will do some common factor arrangement. Let's compare coefficient. Yeah, x cubed. What are the x cubes there are there? This will give us x cubed, which is a, and then this is going to give us x cubed, so a plus c. Then let's look at x squares. There is only one x square, and then there is this thing, so it's going to be x squared is going to be this thing, negative 2, and 8 and a d. Okay, and then what else we have? We have x, right? X is gonna be a, like this will multiply to get 1x, that's a. And then what else we have? That doesn't give us any x's. Yeah, that also doesn't give us any x's, so ax is the only x. Yeah, okay. So as for constants, yeah, -2 is a constant, -2, and that's only constant, so equal to that thing, equal to 4x cubed plus 5x minus 2. Now look, we know there's no x squared term, right? So that means -2 plus d should equal to 0. That means d is equal to 2. As for the a, there is a is 5 because yeah, because this is the only thing that's there. So for c, right, we have 5 plus c is equal to 4. That means c is equal to -1. So we have a, b, and c, and d. So we are done. We have done it well. Okay, so let me write it down. So this is the answer. A is going to be 5 over x. Then b is going to be -2. So I can write -2 over x squared. And then c is going to be -1. And then d is going to be 2. So it's going to be 2 minus x over x squared plus 1. Okay, this is nice. Good job. Okay, now I need to pause. Okay, so I moved everything here, clean it up. Okay, next one. Question 6. Sketch the graph of y is equal to 2e to the power of 2x or over 2x. Okay, so for this kind of graphs, I formed a method of like when it's 0, what happens? That kind of thing. When it's 0, e to the power of 0 is gonna be 1, so it's just gonna be 2. So it's gonna be 2 here. So this graph is y. Okay, it's gonna y is equal to 2 to the power of e to the power of -2x. Yeah. So it's a negative exponential. So it's gonna go this way. It's gonna decay. So it's gonna go like this. And then as it's going smaller and smaller, it's gonna become huger and huger. If I'm not wrong. Yeah. 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 Correct. So that's the answer. And then solve the equation, this logarithm equation. That's nice. Okay, let's try the logarithm equation. A long time after that logarithms, I see that there's 3 and square root 3, so I will make everything into 3. So log 3, 3x squared minus 6 minus, so change of base, what do? Log 3 x minus 1 over log 3 to the power of half, which is equal to 1. So log 3 3x squared minus 6, so this is just going to be half. We can, because log 3 is just 1, and then I can move the half down, so that's going to be half. So it's going to be half, but if you divide by half, the same thing as multiplied by 2. So it's going to be minus 2 log 3x minus 3 x minus 1 is equal to 1. But look at this. This is a square. You can think of it as a square. I can change this into a square. So, and then we can combine this thing. It's going to be 3x squared minus 6 over x minus 1 squared. And that's going to give us 1. Now we can remove the log by, moving it there. 3x squared minus 6 over x minus 1 squared is going to be equal to 3. So I guess I can expand it now. 3 times, okay, x squared minus 2x plus 1. Okay, so 3x squared will cancel away with this 3x squared, and I'll move the negative x there. So it's going to be, maybe I'll move the x's there. Okay, so it's going to be 6x minus 6 minus 3. Yeah, equal to 0. What am I doing? So 6x is going to be 9. X is going to be 3 over 2. 1.5. Yeah, so x is going to be 1.5. And then let's continue. Okay, so we have y is equal to 2 to the power of x, and then express 2 to the power of 3x minus 1 minus 4 to the power of 3x plus 8x to the power 8 to the power of x plus 1 in terms of y. Oh, if y is that, okay, so it's practically a substitution. So change everything to the power of 2, then I think that will work. So you have 2 to the power of x, okay, 3x times, okay, divided by 2, so that's minus 1, minus 2 to the power of 2. The whole thing is going to be 3x. And then we're going to have plus 2 cube to the power of x plus 1. And then this is same thing as 2 to the power of x to the power of 3 over 2 minus 2 to the power of, this is 6x. So there I can just put x then to the power of 6 plus this again is like, okay, maybe I'll at the side or at this side, 2 to the power of 3x plus 3, which is same thing as 2 to the power of 3x over 2 to the power of 3. Wait, plus, okay, sorry, plus is going to be times 3 times 2 to the power of 3. So this is same thing as 2 to the power of x cube times 8. Okay, so now just substitute y for everything else. Y to the power of 6 plus y cube, 8y cube. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I think it'll be good to combine the thing. Yeah, so it's gonna be y cube 17y cube over 2 minus y to the power of 6. Okay, 17y cube over 2 minus y cube y to the power of 6. Okay, pause. And the next question, the equation of a curve is that find the range of values for k for which y is always greater than 0. Yeah, for all values of x, so it's always greater than 0. That means it's never cutting the axis, and it's like a quadratic equation. It's a quadratic equation, and it never it's always greater than 0, the y value, so that means it's always above the graph. So that means it has no x-intercepts, therefore there's no solutions for this thing. So that means we need have a discriminant that's smaller than 0. So we have x squared plus kx plus 8 minus k, y is equal to that, and the discriminant is going to be, b is going to be k, so b squared minus 4 ac, right? A is 1 and c is 8 minus k, so that's going to be smaller than 0, so it's going to be k squared minus 4 times 8 minus k is smaller than 0, k squared minus 32 plus 4k is smaller than or equal to 0. So now we have another quadratic, right? For another quadratic we could again, okay, let's just solve the, make it into like something times something, like, you know, factorize it. So k square 4k, no, k square and 32, negative 32 and 4k. 32 is 16 times 2, but we can't use that, you have to do something. 4 times 8, yeah, 4 times 8 and then negative 4 k, so k times 4 is negative 4k and then 8k, that should be it. So it's gonna be k minus 4 and k plus 8 is smaller than or equal smaller than 0. Let's think of this graph. This graph has negative 8 and 4 as solutions, and for it to be smaller than 0, find the range of value which is smaller than 0. So we need k to be between these two values. So k has to be between negative 8 and then 4. So let's see. K has to be negative 8 and 4. Okay, so again, okay, let's continue. Given that k is equal to negative 1, which is within the range, Find the value of m for which the line is a tangent to the curve. Okay, so we are given the value of k, so we have y is equal to x squared minus x plus 9, because 8 minus 1 is going to 9. So we have one equation, and the other equation is mx minus 5. So for it to be tangent, we need to have only one solution. So we equate them, we need to get only one solution. X squared minus x plus 9 is equal to mx minus 5. And then move everything to one side. X squared, let's look at all the x's. It's going to be negative 1 minus m. And then 9 plus 5 is going to be 14, plus 14 is equal to 0. So for that to be only one solution, the discriminant has to be 0. So negative 1 minus m squared minus 4ac has to be 0. But you see, okay, so this is 1 plus m squared, same thing, because I can take out the negative. It's going to be negative, okay, 40 times 4. 40 times 4 should be 56, right? Yeah, 56 is equal to 0. And then we have 1 plus m squared is equal to 56. And then 1 plus m is equal to plus or minus square root of 56. And then we have is there square 56? No, right? Yeah, there isn't. It's not perfect square. Yeah, it's not. So m is equal to negative 1 plus or minus square root of 56. Let's see. They're asking for values, yeah, but seems a bit weird. Let me just check again, because it's like not a nice number. Yeah, yep, perfect. Okay, and we moved it there, which is fine. Yeah, okay, good. So it seems right. It's going to be negative 1 plus or minus square root of 56. And then yeah, now again pause again. Now let's continue. Find the angles between 0 to 2 pi inclusive which satisfies the equation there. Find the solution for the equation, right? Yeah. um I think it would be better to work with only one of them, like sine square. I see a cos square, so I can change it to a sine square. But once I change it to sine square, we have something like a quadratic equation in terms of sine. Yeah, then I could use like a substitution, then I can solve the question. 3 plus 2 sine x is equal to 3. 1 minus sine square x, because cos square plus sine square equals 1. Then we can move everything to this side. Okay, so 3 will cancel away, so it's going to be 2 sine x, and then plus 3 sine square x equals 0. I can factorize out sine x, and then I will have 2 plus 3 sine x is equal to 0. So you have two answers. Sine x is equal to 0, or 2 plus 3 sine x is equal to 0. If sine x is 0, it can be 0, or it could be pi, or it could also be 2 pi. Whereas if 2 plus 3 sine x is 0, we have to rearrange it, so it's going to be sine x is equal to negative 2 over 3. So for this, we need to find the basic angle, I believe. Yeah. Okay, basic angle. Alpha is going to be approximately sine inverse of 2/3, which is going to be inverse of 2 over 3. 0.79 yeah, in radians. 0.7297 5 SF. Then we need to find the like, okay, since this is negative, let's look at this quadrant thingy. So sine is going to be negative in this and this region, yeah, at the below regions. So it's going to be from 1/8 pi plus that thing, or 2 pi minus this thing. So it's going to be x is equal to 0, or it's going to be pi, or it's going to be pi plus 0.72973, or it's going to be 2 pi minus 0.7293, or it's going to be 2 pi. Okay, I hope I'm right. Okay, so let's go ahead and write this thing down. um Let me see. Yeah, just try and calculate the right. Yeah, pi minus, no, plus that thing, 0 pi 3.87, and then we have 2 pi minus that thing, 5.55, and then 2 pi. Oh, this is tiring. Oh, sorry. We got, okay, so these are the answers. I will move them, and then I have to solve for part B. You need to solve for x in the equation, that equation. So secant is just 1 over cosine, so I can rearrange this. um secant 2x minus 50 degrees is equal to 3 over 2, but then cosine of 2x minus 50 degrees is just going to be 2 over 3. So we have, let's try the basic angle. Before that, we need to find the range of, okay, basic angle first. Basic angle is going to be cos inverse of 2/3, cos inverse of 2 over 3. I need to change it to degrees. 48, 48.18, okay, 190 degrees. Okay, what else is there? Let's see the range. They say 0 to 360. X is from 0 to 360, but 2x will have to go from 0 to 720, and then 2x minus 50 degrees will have to go from minus 50 degrees to 670 degrees. Okay, this is a long thing. Okay, so we want it to be positive, so let's see, CAST. So it could be here, which will be negative, so we can have the first value of 2x minus 50 degrees. It's going to be negative 48.19 degrees, and then we have uh, um, 48.190 degrees, and then we have to go one whole round, which is 360 minus that, or it might not be that long. Okay, cool. 360 minus 48.190, so 311.81, and then 360 plus 48.190 will be 408.19 degrees, and then I think that should be it, right? No, but okay, 720. Let's 720 minus 48.190. Yeah, it's 671, so we can't go beyond that range. So we have 4 answers, which is reasonable. That's good. Okay, now I need to change it back to x, right? So add, okay, 48.19, negative of that, plus 50 divided by 2. It's going to be 0.905, which is so weird. Such a small number. Degrees. Okay, and then the other one is going to be 48.19 plus that, then divided by 2. That's going to be 49.095 degrees, and then for 311.81, again plus 50 divided by 2, wait, plus 50 divided by 2, 180.905. Well, this seems very dangerous, but okay, let's just do it. 408.19 plus 50 divided by 2, 229.095 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to check this one, like, you know how cosine. I go write cosine 2 times, wait, no, I'll just write cosine 40 negative 48.19. That should give me 2/3. Yeah, it does give me 2/3. That's good. Yeah, it does give me 2/3, so it's fine. So I'll change everything to one decimal place, 0.9 degrees, and then 49.1 degree, and 180.9 degree, and 229.1 degree. Okay, now let me move. Okay, now for the ninth question. Find the exact value of cos 120 degrees plus cosecant 315. I need to use sum of angles, sum or double angle. I mean, yeah, sum is fine. 60 plus 60. Cos 120 is 60 plus 60. Cos 120 is 60 plus 60, which is 2 times of 60 degrees. And then 315 is like, I think how much below 60 minus 15? It's 45. Yeah, it's like 45 degrees minus that thing. So it's like plus cosecant of that. Cosecant is 1 over sine, right? 1 over sine 360 degrees minus 45 degrees. So let me do it separately. Cosine this thing is going to be cos 2 theta is going to be cos 2 theta is going to be I can't believe I still don't remember the thing. What the? Okay, let's see. Cos 2 theta is going to be 2 cos square. Yeah, 2 cos square 60 minus 1. 2 cos square 60 degrees minus 1. Okay, for this one, 1 over sine plus, I know this one, is going to be sine 360 cos 45 minus sine 45 cos 360. So I know this sine 360 is 0, so this is gone. And then cos 360 is 1 or negative 1. Yes, it's 1, so that won't do anything. It's just 1. And then it's going to be negative sine 45. What is sine 45? Sine 45 is square root 2, is it? Yeah, it's 1 over square root 2. That's sine 45. So 1 over that is going to be square root 2. So it's going to be 2 cos square 60 degrees minus 1 minus square root 2. Okay, cos 60 degrees is going to be cos 60 is half, so it's going to be 2 times half square, so it's going to be, which is going to be left over with half minus 1 minus square root 2. Which is cool. We're going to have, we could have just, oh yeah, we can't. Okay, so it's going to be negative half minus square root 2. Let's check if that's actually the answer. Cos 120 plus 1 over sine 315. It's going to be negative 1.9 blah blah blah. So let me try. Negative half minus square root 2. Good, it's correct. So now let me copy. Okay, let's continue. We're gonna do secant x minus that. I need to prove that identity. So usually, let me think. But let's just expand it. Hopefully, it works. Secant x sine x plus secant x minus sine x tangent x minus tangent x, which is going to be, this is going to be 1 over cosine, so it's going to be tangent x. That will minus over that, minus tangent x plus secant x minus, what is this, sine square x over cos x. Yeah, so this is gone. You're gonna have 1 over cos x. We need to change this to, no, it's just cos. Okay, minus sine square x over cos x. So since it's like a single number, I need to combine it to a single fraction. This is going to be cos x 1 minus sine square x. And what is that? That's actually cos square, right? Cos square x over cos x, and that's going to be cos x. Done. Okay, let me again clean it up. Let's continue. We have sine x is equal to 5 over 13, and tan y is equal to negative of that, and they lie in the same quadrant. Okay, so which quadrant is tangent negative but sine is positive? This one, right? So it's second quadrant. They are in second quadrant. So okay, so we know that they are second quadrant, so that means for sine x, we have a triangle which is opposite is 5, hypotenuse is 13, so this is going to be 13 square minus 5 square, 13 square minus 5 square, and this is 12. And then for the y, we're going to have adjacent over hypotenuse. What am I talking about? Opposite over adjacent, 3 and 4. This is going to be negative 4. This is going to be negative 12, by the way. And yeah, so it's 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 3 square, 4 square is going to be 5 square. Okay. Yeah, and then we have everything we need. So tangent x is going to be tan x plus cos x, cos y. Okay, tan x is going to be 5 over 12, negative 12. And then cos is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, negative 4 over 5. So let's put it together. Negative 5 over 12 minus 4 over 5. Negative 73 over 60. Negative 73 over 60. Okay, again to string this stuff down. Okay, next one. We're gonna try 10. State the period and the amplitude. The amplitude is 2. And the period is actually, okay, so 360 is the thing. So we're in degrees. So it's gonna be 360 divided by this thing. The frequency is 3 over 2. So every 360 degrees, 3 over 2 of the things are there. So we need to divide by 3 over 2. So divide by 3 times 2 is gonna be 240, right? 240 degrees. Do you see degrees? Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, 240. Let me just very insecure. Yeah. Find the coordinates of the maximum and the minimum. Maximum is going to be 2 plus 1 because the amplitude is 2 and then it's starting at 1. So it's 2 plus 1 is 3. Maximum is 3. But find the coordinates. So we need x and y. So we know y coordinate. And then for minimum, y is equal to 1 minus 2. So it's going to be negative 1. So okay, let's look at the graph, like sketch a graph. It's going to be like, it starts from maximum. Yeah. So it's going to be like this. It's going to be like this. Okay. Find the coordinates of minimum points are. Okay, now maximum is going to be 0. So it's going to be 0, 3. And then for the minimum, it's going to be at the lowest point, which is another period, which is going to be like half a period. A period is like from here to here. So half a period is here. So that's going to be 120 degrees. 120 degrees. and -1. So I'm not sure if you're supposed to leave it like that. You see, okay, sure, x is x, whatever. And then they ask us to find the x coordinate of the points where the curve meets the x-axis. Oh, one sec. They want us to draw from this to that, right? So let's do 360. 360 plus 120. What am I doing? Wait. Yeah, so it's like there'll be, how many waves are there gonna be? If each period is to the wave is gonna be like that's one period, and there's gonna be a half period left. So it's gonna be here. So it's gonna end like here. So this is going to be 360 degrees. So how do I know this is okay? This is 120, 240. Sorry. So 240 divided by 2, that will give, no, divided by 2, and then times 3, that's going to give us 360. So yeah, every of that thing, it's 180. So there's like 3 of them. So we need to draw another minimum. There's going to be 2 maximum and 2 minimum. So I guess that's a nice trick they're doing. It's going to be 240 and 3, that's another maximum, and then it's going to be plus 240 for this. It's going to be 360 degrees minus 1. So those are the 4 points for the maximum and minimum. Find the x coordinates of the points where the curve meets the x-axis. So this is just sub equal to y equal to 0, y equal to 0. So let's do that. 2 cos 3 over 2 x plus 1 is equal to 0. So cos 3 over 2x is equal to -1 over 2. And then alpha is equal to 60 degrees. Yeah, cos inverse 0.5 is 60 degrees. Yeah, and then what do? We have 302x is going to be, 302x is going to be, give me a sec, 3 over 2 of 360 is going to be 540. We need to go from 0 to 540. We need to find for that 3 over 2x. So back again. Okay, so for whatever, we can call this theta, whatever the new angle is. So we need negative values. Negative values are supposed to be in the left hand side, so s and t. So it's going to be 180 minus that. So 3 over 2x is equal to 180 degrees minus that, which is going to be 120 degrees, and then 180 plus 60 degrees, which is going to be 240. And then what? And then you can go one more round, right? It's going to be 360 plus 180, which is going to be 540. 540 minus 60 degrees, it's going to be 480 degrees. So 3 points, 480 degrees, which makes sense, right? There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3 points where it's cutting the axis. Cool, guys. Okay, and then x is going to be 120 divided by 3 times 2, 120 divided by 3 times 2, 80 degrees. 240 divided by, yeah, it's just 2 times of that. Okay, so it's gonna be 160 degrees. And then this is 4 times of that, so it's gonna be, never mind, let me just do this. 480 divided by 3 times 2, 320. Yeah, so there are these 3 points where it's going to be cutting the x-axis. I really want to write it down there, so okay, so I'll just write it down. X is going to be equal to 80 degrees, and then 160 degrees, and then it's going to be 320 degrees. Okay, and then now sketch the graph. Okay, now clean it. But so I'm like thinking, right, haven't I already sketched it? Kinda. Yeah, so let me cheat a bit. Let me expand it up. Maybe like label more points. Yeah. Okay, so 0. This is going to be 2 plus 1, 3. This is going to be negative 1. The minimum points, it's going to be, let me see, it's going to be 120, right? Yeah, 120. And then it's going to be 360 here. Yeah. So okay, 360 degrees, X and Y. And then what else is there? That's it, right? I need to show the X coordinates, which is going to be here and here and here, which is going to be 80 degrees. And then it's going to be 160 degrees. And then it's going to be 320 degrees. It's so messy, but I'm sorry. Okay, let's go. Okay, I like this kind of questions. Finally. Solutions to this equation by accurate drawing will be accepted. Okay. The diagram below shows a right angle triangle. A is the point, negative 7.5 and 0. C is the point 12, 0, okay? And it's a right angle triangle, that's good. So we can use Pythagoras somewhere. Then line AB is parallel to the straight line of this thing. So we could get a gradient if we need. Then what else is there? Find the coordinates of B. So we have a gradient. It's 5 marks. Okay, let's think. If we can get two equations, we can find it. Oh, we know this gradient. We know this gradient. We know this equation because we know this gradient. And since this is 90 degrees, we know this gradient. And since we know that gradient, we can form an equation using this point. And then we can get two equations and then we can solve for it. So that's the plan. So let's find the gradient. 3y is equal to 2x minus 10. I'm just rearranging this thing. Okay, then it's going to be y is equal to 2 over 3x minus 10 over 3. So the gradient is 2/3. Great. So 2/3 is the gradient. Let's find the gradient of, let's find the equation of AB first. So y minus 0 over x minus 7.5 is equal to 2 over 3. That's the equation of the gradient, right? So now we're going to just rearrange this. Y is equal to 2 over 3x plus 2/3 times 7.5. 2 over 3 times 7.5. 5. That's nice. Okay, so this is good. This is 5. Okay, that's not needed. Okay. So we have one equation. Let's try the other equation. We need to find the gradient of that, which is going to be negative 1 over that thing. So gradient of BC is equal to negative 1 divided by 2/3, which is going to be negative 3 over 2. So again, same idea. Y minus 0 over x minus 12 is equal to negative 2 over 3. I can say y is equal to negative 2/3 x plus 4 times 2, it's going to be 8 plus 8. So we have two equations. Now we just equate them. 2 over 3x plus 5 is equal to negative 2 over 3x plus 8. And then we move it there. It's going to be 4 over 3x. And then it's going to be 3. So x is going to be equal to 9 over 4. Okay, we got the x coordinate, and we just need to sub into that one of the equation to get the y equation, y value. 2 over 3 times 9 over 4 plus 5. It's going to be 3 over 2 plus 5. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, fine, yeah, it's correct. 13 over 2, which is like 5.5. Yeah, of course. Oh my god. No, 6.5. What the? Yeah. Yeah, 6.5. Okay. We have 6.5 and 9 over 4. 9/4 and 6.5. D is a point on BC such that the ratio of BD to DC is 2:1. BD is to DC is 2:1. So we have length, okay, but we can't use length. We need something else. State the ratio of the area of the triangle ABD. Okay, it's a similar triangle question. ABD and ABC. Well, that just has to be like 2/3. No, area, so it's gonna be 2/3 square. Wait, I need to clear this thing. Okay, so yeah, so ratio of ABD to ABC is gonna be 2/3 square. It's gonna be 4/9. Find the coordinate of D. All right, so we have to use triangles. They are hinting us to use triangles. So let's try this. Can you think about this on the spot? So let's see what I can do. I'm gonna draw a line down straight, and then gonna have this thing. So we know that this triangle, like B, let's call this maybe like K. BKD is similar to BTC because like right angle. So yeah, that's why it's why is my screen dying? Okay, never mind. Okay, BKD is similar to BTC, and then we know it's in the ratio of 2:3. Okay, so to find D, we can do something like this. Okay. We can do a lot of things, but okay, let's do this. Let's let me just stick to my previous one. If you know the length of BK, we can just subtract off the y coordinate of B to get the y coordinate of D. Similarly, if you know the value of CT, we can subtract off and get it. But we don't know anything. Oh no, wait. Yeah, we know something. We know the x coordinate. We know the coordinates of T, which is going to be same thing as the x coordinate is going to be same thing as the B's one. So it's going to be 9/4, 0. And as for this, it's the same thing as D, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So we need to find the length of BK. Length of BK over length of BT is equal to 2/3. So BK is equal to 2/3 times BT. BT is gonna be 6.5. So using that logic, we could oh my god, sorry. Okay, back again. Using that logic, it's going to have 2/3 times 13/2, which is going to be 13/3 now. So we're going to have 13/3, 13/3, 13/3, 13/3. BK is 13/3. So the y coordinate of D, is going to be 6.5 minus 13/3. So let me take my calculator and see. 6.5 minus 13/3. It's going to be 13/6. Okay, I'm just hoping that I'm correct because it seems all like weird numbers. So it's going to be 13/6. And then what? And then it's going to be the x coordinate. Same thing we'll do for the KD. KD to CT. KD over CT is going to be again 2:3, and then KD is going to be 2/3 of CT. What is CT? CT is just going to be 12 minus 9/4. 12 minus 9/4. It's going to be 39/4. 39/4. which is going to be 13 over 2. At least there's a lot of 13 over 2, so that's pretty good. So it's going to be 12. I mean, the KD is 13 over 2. So it's D, the x coordinate of D is going to be 9 over 4 plus 13 over 2. Yeah. 9 over 4 plus 13 over 2. It's going to be 35 over 4. So weird, but okay. 13 over 6 and 35 over 4. Find the area of the triangle ABD. ABD. Or we can use the that shoelace method. Yeah. Okay, let me clear. Okay, let's wait. I'm trying to see if there's any connection between the questions. Usually there's a connection between the questions. Like, what's the point of doing all those things? I'm trying to find ABD. ABD. We know the ratio of area. Oh, we have area of ABD to area of ABC is 4:9. Okay, 4:9. Oh, I should not write 4/3, but it's 4:9. That's pretty cool because we can find ABC, right? Yeah, because ABC is like a normal triangle. ABC area is going to be 6.5, that's height, times the base is going to be 12 minus 7.5 plus 7.5 times half. That's going to be 6.5 times 12 plus 7.5 times 0.5. That's going to be 63.375. And then you want to find the area of ABD. That's going to be 63.375 divided by 9 times 4. Divided by 9 times 4. Fractions is going to be 169 over 6. Seems weird, but okay. I'm very sure that something's wrong, but okay. Over 6. Okay. Circle C1. Oh, this is like last question. Next is a graph question. Cool. Okay, a circle C1 passes through 2 points. Let's draw a circle. Let's use of technology. Hey. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Passes through the line, points to the points X and Y, where X and Y is diameter of the circle. That's pretty cool. So let's say X is going to be 1, 3. It's going to be small. And then Y is going to be here. 5, 5. And then 1 and 3. Okay. Find the equation of C1. So we know the diameter, so that means we can find the radius. Once you know the radius, what else can we do? We need to find center. Center is like the midpoint of this thing. So let's go. We just need to find the midpoint. Okay. Midpoint 5 plus 1 over 2. 5 plus 3 over 2. It's going to be 3 and 4. Okay. So we have followed the midform formula. And one more thing I want to tell you guys, midform formula is the same thing as finding average between the x coordinate and finding average between the y coordinate. Okay. The length of radius, yeah, we can just do square the Pythagoras, right? It's going to be 5 minus 3. That's going to be this one. 5 minus 3 square plus the x coordinate 5 minus 1 square. It's going to be square root 2 square plus 4 square, which is going to be square root 4 plus 16, 20, square root 20. Okay, and we divide by 2. Well, square root 20 is actually 4 times 5, which is going to be 2 square root 5. So the radius is actually just square root 5. Radius is square root 5. So we can have the equation of circle is going to be x minus 3 square plus y minus 4 square equal to 5. Which makes sense. Like what they're saying is that whatever point you take, you subtract off the center, like for the length between that and that, it's 5. Yeah, square root 5. Okay, so yeah, if we got the answer, okay, let's continue. Let me just write down what we have found. It's going to be 3 and 4, 3, 4, and then the length is 5, square root 5. Okay. uh, a second circle, which is a reflection of C1 with y is equal to 2 as the line of reflection. So y equal to 2, it's going to be a horizontal line. So it's going to be below this thing, actually below this x, something like this maybe, and then you're going to reflect about this thing. Maybe I should draw a line, make use of this thing, draw a line. Wait, no, sorry for wasting time, but I want to do this. Okay, we have this line, y is equal to 2. Find the equation of that thing. Oh, okay, so we just need to find center on the thing. We know the radius, so we need to find center. So if this is reflected about this thing, what is it going to become? It's going to remain 3. The x coordinate is going to remain 3. It's going to be 3, and then 4 is going to become 4 minus 2 minus 2 again. So it's going to be 4 minus 2, which is going to become 2, and then minus 2 again, it's going to become 0. So 3, 0 is the center. So the new equation is going to be x square plus y, x minus 3 square plus y square is equal to 5. So it's just logical now. Okay, x minus 3 square plus y square is equal to 5. Yeah. All right, what else do we have? Find a third circle has the equation of that. Find the coordinates of the center and the radius of the circle. So this is testing all the things that could be tested for circles. That's cool. Fine. What am I doing? Control Z. Okay, so third circle has that equation. Let's write down. We need to do some computing of square. X squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 8y minus 5 equal to 0. So let's move all the x's together. It's going to be x minus 3 square minus 3 squared 9 plus y plus 4 square minus 4 square is what? What is 4 square? 16 minus 5 is equal to 0. So it's going to be x minus 3 square plus y plus 4 square is equals to, move it there, 9 plus 16 plus 5, 9 plus 16 plus 5, 30, equal to 30. We got it. We got into standard form. Find the coordinate of the center. It's going to be 3 and negative 4. And then the radius is going to be square root 30. So what is square root 30? Square root 30 is, yeah, square root 30. Okay. You can't change it to much simpler. Yeah, because it's 2 times 3 times 5. Okay. Show you working clearly. Explain whether circle C3 will intersect circle C1. Well, we need to use the radius idea if I'm not wrong, because we have a center is negative 3 and 4. Wait, circle C1 and C3. Can you draw the circle? Okay. I think that thankfully I erase it, right? So let's play around with this. So let's see. It's going to be same point, but it's a negative thing. So same thing, but it's negative 4. So something like, let's draw another circle. It's another circle. Same, different radius is square root 30. What is square root 30? Square root 30, let's get a number for that. Square root 30 is definitely greater than, why do I need that? Okay, never mind. Square root 30 is 5.4. Okay, so it's like definitely bigger than that square. draw a bigger square. It's terrible, terrible. I'm so sorry for wasting time. Okay, good. We have it right under. Let's assume it's right under. This is going to be 3 and then -4. And then the middle line is like here. We don't know if it's intersecting. So this is going to be square root 50 and that is going to be square root 5. If square root 5 plus square root 50 is smaller than 8, right? Because this is 4 and this is -4. If it's smaller than 8 or smaller than or equal to 8, they're touching or they're cutting each other. They'll touch each other. If they're not, they won't. Let's see, square root 5 plus square root 50. What is it approximately equal to? Square root 5 plus square root 50 is approximately 9.31. So, which is greater than 8. So, they will intersect. Okay, that's the idea. Yeah, that will be what I would say. The next one is like graph. I'm not doing graph and paper. Yes, guys, good job. Thanks for sticking along. It was tiring, but it was worth it. Wait, I totally forgot. We have the top question to try. Let me get the top question. There we go. Question 4. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully I'll understand what's happening. Polynomial fx has a degree of 4 and the coefficient of x4 is 2. The roots of the equations are 1, -2 and repeated root of k. Okay, and what else? I have a lot of different methods I could try, but it's like not worth for 3 marks. Fx has a remainder of 32 when divided by x minus 2. So when you sub in 2 into the equation of fx, you're going to get 32. And you want to find the expression, like you see, first you find x, first you get k, but once you get k, you can automatically get like fx. The main point is about finding k. And to find k, we need to I'm not sure. Let me try that same method again, because I think that it would work. Because I'm not sure. I just think it will work. The coefficient of x to the power 4 is 2. And that's all we know. The highest power is 2. But that means we need to have like, if x minus 1 is an answer, x plus 2, and then we have like we have x minus k square is equal to 0. If fx is 0, this will be the ending result, that to be 0. Okay, so but when you sub in fx, oh, so what happened here is like we have to divide it by 2. Okay, so what do I mean? Like this fx thingy has x to the power 4, maybe like, I don't know, 3x cubed, and then just 1 equal to 0, something like that. What we did was that, you see, the coefficient of x squared is 1 here, so we had to divide everything by 2 to get to this point. So f of 2 divided by 2 will be the same as subbing in 2 to this equation. That's my postulate. So that's my assumption. So let's see if that actually works. So subbing 2 minus 1, 2 plus 2, and then 2 minus k square. is equal to 32 divided by 2. So it's going to be 16. And then what? It's going to be 4 times k square minus 4k minus plus 4 equal to 16. And you see 4 times 4 will be 16, that will be gone. So you can have that 4k square minus, okay, we can just do this, minus 4k is equal to 0. And so k square minus 4k is equal to 0. So k is going to be 0 or 4. K is 0 or k is 4. But they say k is a positive constant, right? K is a positive constant. So this is gone. Reject. So we have k is equal to 4. So this is my logic. I'm not sure if this is perfect, but let's assume it's right. And we carry on. Hence find an expression of fx in descending power of x. So we have k. So we have all the terms that are necessary to make up that thing. So it could be something like this. Fx is equal to 2 times x minus 1 times x plus 2, then x minus k square, which is Control C. What is k? K we just found out to be 4, right? Yeah, x minus 4 square. So this one, let's expand it out. It's going to be expand this thing, x square minus x and plus 2x, so it's going to be plus x, then minus 2. This is going to be x square minus 8x plus 16, and then it's going to be let's look at all the terms by terms. 2x to the power 4. Then let's look at x cubes. What are the x cubes are going to be? It's going to be 2 times x square, so it's going to be 2, and then it's going to be 2 times x squared times negative 8x. That will give you negative 16. And yeah, that's all the x cube you're going to get. As for the x square, you're going to get 2x squared then 16. So 2 times 16. And then what are you going to get? 2 times negative 2 times, yeah, so it's going to be negative 4 x squared. Okay, that's all there is. Then for x's, we know we can do this also. We can do 2 times x times negative that. It's very untidy, I know, but it's much faster, I feel. Not sure. 2 times x times negative x. So it's going to be 2 times negative 8. So it's going to be negative 16. And then as for the x's, now this is where it's going to get harder also. So it's going to be x times 16, then 8 times that. Oh yeah, that's only 2 things that are left. So 2 times negative 2 times negative 8. So negative 2 times. So it's going to be 4 times 8. And then what else is there? This, and that. So or we can have this, and that. So 16 times 2. And then the constants is going to be just 2 times negative 2 times 16. Negative 4 times 16. So negative 4 times 16. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, 2x to the power 4. Two x to the power 4 minus 14 x cubed, and plus 16 minus 4 is going to be 12 x squared, and then 4 times 8, yeah, 8 times 4 plus 16 times 2, 64, plus 64 x, then minus 16 times 4, 64 also. So let's try something. Let's try subbing in, and he will, if I'm confident it will work. Yeah, plus I don't want to change. I just want to get it wrong if it's wrong. My algebra. Okay, but this is not worth 2 marks. What's more? Okay, so this is my answer. Yeah, I don't need to cancel this because I'm not writing anymore.